A meeting was held between area residents and officials attached to the Urban Development Authority yesterday on the proposed development program in the Slave Island area.
It has been proposed that certain lands in Slave Island are to be taken over by the Urban Development Authority and then hand over to a private company. However, area residents expressed their vehement displeasure over the proposal and they also filed a petition in the Supreme Court against it. The said petition was taken up for consideration on several occasions, and UNP parliamentarian Sujiva Senasinghe and Attorney-at-Law Sarman Kasim represented the area residents. Attorney-at-Law Sujiva Senasinghe said that lawyers appearing on behalf of the Urban Development Authority have pointed out that only few people in the area were against the project. Speaking on behalf of the public, Sujiva Senasinghe had urged court to request the attorneys and officials attached to the project to visit the area and get a first-hand experience on the situation. Following this request, lawyers appearing on behalf of the Urban Development Authority and officers held discussions with area residents today. We request all of you to express your thoughts. A country needs to develop and we need to render our support for it. But there is no point in having development by destroying your lives. If we are unable to come to an agreement, we will have to go to courts and accept its verdict. We in Slave Island urge the authorities to provide us with new houses and then demolish the existing ones. If not, provide us with compensation. If you are unable to provide us with houses, how can we trust you and provide you with our properties? The lawyers say that there are only 23 petitioners, but if the need arises, we can present 300 to 400 petitioners. You all have presented an agreement and there is one shortcoming. It is only in Sinhala. We did not provide this for you all to keep it at home. We will solve the language issue. We will provide it in English and in Tamil. You will have no objection if this is done according to a procedure. The Urban Development Authority held a meeting and presented their program. You can raise your hand and say whether you agree to it or not.
මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඉදිරිපත් කරයි නාගරික සමාජ අධිකාරිය මෙච්චර කාලෙ මේ රැස්වීම ගන්නවත් කියලා අදහස් ඉදිරිපත් කරානේ. ඒ ඉදිරිපත් කරපු දේවල් සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඔබතුමාලා සියලු දෙනා මෙතන වැඩි පිරිසක් එකගද නැද්ද? එකග නැති කටි අත උස්සන්න. හරි. හරි. පොඩ එකග කටි අත උස්සන්න. එකග කට්ටිය. මේකට කැමැති කට්ටිය. මේ දැන් ඉදිරිපත් කරලා තියෙන මේ නාගරික සමාජ අධිකාරිය මෙච්චර කාලෙ ඉදිරිපත් කරලා තියෙන එකට. එකෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා දෙතුන් දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. හරි. එතකොට මේක සංශෝධනය කරලා මෙතුමාලට කතා කරලා ඔබතුමාලා අදහස් ලබාගෙන මේක ඔබතුමාලගේ අදහස් වලට අනුව ඉදිරිපත් කරොත් ඔබතුමාලා මේකට කැමති වෙනවනේ. හරි. හරි. ඉතින් හරි. ඒක තමයි හරි ව්‍යාපෘතිය. හරි. මේ හැමෝම ගෙවල් ඉල්ලන්නේ මෙතන. මේ හැමෝම
All of them are demanding for houses. However, these are business locations. We cannot carry on with the project without removing these houses. We need this assurance in writing with a letter from the Supreme Court. Only then will we accept it. He mentioned about the number of square feet. Those who have an objection to it, please raise your hand. Those who wish to be on rent until houses are built, please raise your hand.
Hari. Nai puden. 10 12ක් ඉන්නවා කුලියට යන්න කැමති කට්ටිය. ඒ ඇරෙන්න පස්සෙත් එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා 13යි. අතන කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. හරි. 20කට වැඩිය නෑ.
Not more than 20 people like this suggestion. The majority is not willing to go on rent. That is the main problem. we can come to a consensus regarding the project, taking into consideration the fact that were tabled before us. Am I right? Then we will be able to determine whether or not an agreement could be reached. If not, we will have to go to courts.
ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නේ. හරි නේද? ඉදිරි අනාගතයේදී අපි මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් උසාවියෙන් තීන්දුවක් ලැබෙනවද නැත්නම් අපි සමතයක් ඇති කර ගන්නවද කියන සම්බන්ධයෙන් අපි යම් අදහසක් ඔබතුමාලාට ඉදිරි අනාගතේ ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා. එහෙනම් සියලු දෙනාට බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
Also in local news, the Department of Meteorology says that as the low-pressure areas in the Bay of Bengal is expected to move towards Sri Lanka, more showers can be expected in the island, while there may be strong winds over the country at times. Deputy Meteorologist Jeevan Karunaratne said that showers or thunder showers accompanied by fairly strong winds will continue in the sea areas off the coast, extending from Mathura to Trincomalee via Hambantota. The department requests naval and fishing communities to be vigilant in their activities in the sea areas off the coast from Mathura to Trincomalee via Hambantota. And up next is a look at Action TV.
People flocked to a bridge across the Hangamur River, a branch of the Kaluganga, early this morning in order to protect it. This bridge near the Kotamula junction on the Ratnapula Alapatha road was built during British rule. Mining in the Hangamur River, which has been going on for some time now, both with and without permits, has altered the river's natural course. As a result, Hangamur and Amuala, located further down the river, experience flooding even with the slightest rainfall. The course of the Hangamur River has been severely altered near this bridge. Today, the Nivitigala Pradeshya Sabha had brought backhoe machines to the area to reset the course of the river. The Divisional Secretary of Nivitigala was monitoring the operation. In spite of the Divisional Secretary's continuous assurances regarding the intention of this operation, the Action TV camera captured the manner in which the riverbed had been excavated. Area residents too are suspicious regarding the true intentions of this operation. These suspicions go extremely well with the manner in which this operation is being conducted. Resetting the natural course of a river is an operation that should be undertaken under the supervision of the Department of Irrigation. While no such supervision exists, the Pradeshya Sabha is using a contractor of its own choosing for the operation, and the supervising officer, whose knowledge on the intricacies of irrigation is questionable, is a simple spectator. If the intention of this operation is to reduce the risk of flooding, then shouldn't there be some level of involvement on the part of the Ratnapura District Disaster Management Unit? The fact that the Road Development Authority under the Provincial Ministry of Roads and Infrastructure, which financed the operation, has failed to undertake the duty of inquiring into this matter is also a problem. When financial allocations have been made for this operation, and not only the river but the bridge is also at risk, is it right for authorities to be engaged in a game of hide and seek? Is there no way in which the river can be restored to its original course and the bridge protected in accordance with the fundamentals of disaster management? Chairman of the Ratnapura District Development Coordination Committee, this one is over to you.
Investigations into the assassination of UPFA Karaniya Pradeshya Sabha member Hasita Madawala have been handed over to the Criminal Investigations Department. Hasita Madawala passed away after being admitted to the Colombo National Hospital last night with gunshot wounds.
Hasita Madawala was shot at outside his home in Waraguda, Kalaniya, while disembarking from his car and was heading towards his residence. The police said that he was shot between 7:30 and 7:40 last night.
I was
on a call and I saw two people arrived on a motorcycle. I couldn't recognize the two people. I heard gunshots and turned around. I saw that they had shot Madawala and taken flight. I couldn't take down the number plate. I ran onto the road calling for a vehicle. Madawala, who was admitted to the Colombo National Hospital, succumbed to his injuries. Director of the Colombo National Hospital, Dr. Anil Jaisingh, said Madawala had been shot in the head. Police media spokesperson SSP Prashanta Jayakodi said investigations into the assassination have commenced under the supervision of Assistant Superintendent of Police attached to the CID. Last night, CID officers, police dogs, fingerprint specialists and others were deployed to the scene immediately to collect evidence. Statements have been recorded from 6 people. A comprehensive and extensive investigation will be conducted into the incident and the law will be enforced in full against those responsible, irrespective of their status. While Madavala's body was taken to a funeral parlour in Colombo today, his family said that the body would be brought home tonight. The 32-year-old Hasaka Madavala, the only child in the family, was also married. He has been a member of the Kelaniya Pradesha Sabha since 2006.
On a previous occasion, the following view was expressed by the police on the investigations being carried out following the murder of Bharata Lakshman Premachandra.
We cannot reveal the status of the investigations into the murder of Bharata Lakshman Premachandra. According to a court order, the Criminal Investigations Department is looking into it. That is what I can reveal at the moment. We cannot reveal the manner in which investigations are being carried out. Until the final report into the investigations are revealed, we cannot reveal who will be arrested or who will not be arrested.
The final rites that the small girl from Piliyandal who died after being beaten by her father were performed at the Kovula Public Cemetery today. Melkishamoli Abhisheka, who was only 1 year and 4 months old, passed away after sustaining grievous injuries after being beaten by her father. The child succumbed to her injuries while receiving treatment at the Piliyandala Base Hospital. While the father had committed suicide subsequent to the incident, his body was placed at the mortuary of the Colombo South Teaching Hospital following the post-mortem examination. His family has not come forward as yet to take over the body. Well, on to one of our headline-making stories. The price of a 12.5 kilogram domestic LP gas cylinder was increased by 150 rupees from midnight yesterday. Now, according to the Minister of Internal Trade and Cooperatives, this decision was a result of increasing world prices. Now, however, with the prices of other essential goods also on the rise, consumers are all but pleased with the gas price hike.
Litro and Laughs are the only two suppliers of domestic gas cylinders in the country. Until August 2011, both suppliers had differing prices for their range of domestic gas cylinders. However, following a price hike in 2011, the prices of both Litro and Laughs gas cylinders were set at 2,046 rupees. While the price of the domestic gas cylinder was increased by 350 rupees on the 4th of May last year, the price was reduced by 150 rupees on the 14th of July.
Now what is happening is again global propane prices are falling. But as they are falling, the government is now increasing the prices once again by 150 rupees. So that 150 rupees which was reduced for the election has now been offset by the 150 rupees increase. And this is happening when the global prices are falling. More than that, the currency also has been appreciating in the last 6 months or so in the tune of about 4 to 5%.